Yo, what is up, everyone? It is your boy Jadawush with the homie.
GotClappedByRob.
And right here, we're gonna be doing a little NFL tier list for you guys. Just a little something for our predictions for the upcoming season, and just let you guys know our thoughts. So let's start her off, huh?
Sir. I think we're gonna be saving our teams for last.
Yeah,
Looks like we're gonna start
yeah.
with the San Francisco 49ers here. What are your thoughts so far? Where do you think they're gonna stack up?
I mean, we were chatting about it a little bit earlier. I mean, with them jumping up to grab Trey Lance, dude, at the number 3rd overall pick, I mean, they gotta see something big out of him. So, did they make a lot of offseason things? Moves?
So not
really,
a whole
right?
lot. I mean, they locked down their left tackle, Trent Williams. He's getting older though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they re-signed some cornerbacks who are, in my opinion, getting a little older. Jason Verrett, Quan Williams, they're good. I don't see them making a lot of moves on defense.
Yeah.
In the draft, they went Ambry Thomas in the 4th round, but they went offense with their first 3 picks: QB, offensive guard, running back. Trey Sermon as well in the 3rd round from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Their offense is young. If Trey Lance starts, I don't know if he's starting yet. They don't think they've announced who their starter is going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe a training camp battle with Jimmy G keeps his spot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you think about it, Trey Lance is a rookie. Trey Sermon's a rookie. They still have Mostert, but Mostert's very injury prone.
Yeah,
And,
Mostert's been great, though. Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah, Ayuk is good. Yeah, you love that, man.
Fast.
Yeah,
he's fast. So, he's good when he's healthy, but if he stays healthy, that's probably why they took Trey Sermon in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Because they know he has some injury concerns. But when you look at their division with the Seahawks, with the Rams, the defenses that are in their division, as well as the offenses, I didn't throw the Cardinals in there for the defense because their defense isn't quite there.
But they're working on it.
There. So they're gonna have a tough division battle. That's 6 games this year.
I think wild card, but the more you're talking about the division, middle of the pack, I don't think I could put them at middle of the pack just because they won the Super Bowl like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say wild card hopeful as well.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a tough division. I think they can. I mean, if Trey Lance is the answer at number 3 overall, I think they can pick up some games. The Rams, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, they all have their issues. They all lost games last year. I don't know. San Francisco decimated by injuries last year. So if they can stay healthy, it's gonna be tough. So I'd say playoff or wild card hopeful, but I'm not so hopeful.
Yeah, I feel that.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the Bears, the Chicago Bears.
The Bears got the big old former Andy Dalton, Andy Dalton.
But they also got another 1st round QB.
Justin Fields.
Two teams in a row are talking about their rookie QBs. I love it. Justin Fields. Some say
I think he's going to be a beast. I think he's going to be a beast.
Some would say he was the best quarterback in the draft. I don't know. I don't think he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely not. But he is a dog.
Think he was probably the 2nd best quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He is very, very good.
And the fact that he slid to number 11 was just a travesty.
Yeah.
Who is still on the board with that? Broncos. Broncos took Patrick Surtain. They could have picked Justin Fields, need a quarterback, Drew Lock, I don't know. But the Bears, their defense is what's carried them the past couple years.
Yeah, I mean,
their offense has looked terrible.
Yeah, their offense has definitely not been good, and I think with the addition of Justin Fields, I think it's going to be good. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I have a feeling they're going to start Andy for maybe like the first couple of games, and then maybe get Fields in some other times and see like if he can handle it. I mean, I have no doubt that he can handle it because he's a fucking monster, but I don't know. I think they'll be good. In their division, I don't know. It's tough to say because did they make any other moves?
I mean, realistically, their biggest offseason signing, I think, was Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
They added Desmond Trufant, who, is another aging corner for the Falcons.
Yeah.
And Damian Williams. I don't believe he played last year, if I'm correct. He was a running back on the Chiefs, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think he opted out. I'd have to double check that, but they really didn't make any moves. I know they traded away Anthony Miller recently, who is a young receiver, but they have Darnell Mooney, who's fast. They have Allen Robinson, who's a beast.
People are saying Allen Robinson, if Justin Fields, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's good. He's real good.
Yeah,
I think he could be
baller. Robinson's a baller for sure, but they lost Kyle Fuller, who was a big part of that secondary and why it's been good the past couple years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
I think I'd put him at middle of the pack.
Too. Yeah. I don't know if Justin Fields can elevate them where they need to go this season, other than just kind of being middle of the pack, kind of a mediocre team, to be honest. But they're working on it. They're rebuilding. There's hope at the end of the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. But I don't know. All right, well now we're going to a division rival.
Green Bay. I mean, you got to put them at playoff lock.
There's really no.
You got to put them at playoff lock.
I'd put them Super Bowl contender. I mean,
who did they grab in the offseason though?
They don't need anyone.
I know, but
they lost NFC Championship game?
I know, but still, dude. And I mean, you did see Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams post the Scottie Pippen Jordan Last Dance.
It's the last dance.
All right, you know what? For that only, toss him in the Super Bowl contenders.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing for something.
Yeah, dude.
And if you're not starting Devontae Adams all the time in daily fantasy this year, you're just not doing this. I'm telling you. They're gonna be going. They're gonna be trying. You know how last year that they would just throw it in the red zone every time, from the 2-yard line, slant to Devontae?
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be even worse this year. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they're a lock for the playoffs for sure. But I definitely think they're contending.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
All right.
Colts.
This is my friend's favorite team. We're talking about the Indianapolis Colts.
I mean,
he's a Titans fan.
Didn't Wentz? Isn't Wentz on the team now? Didn't he just? They just said that he's not playing.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know when he is coming back. They said it's definitely gonna be a while. So who knows who we're gonna see as the starter on the Colts? Do they trade for someone? Did they let second-year quarterback, I believe, Jacob Eason take over? I know they drafted Sam Ellenberger.
Wait,
real late in the draft.
Is Jacoby Brissett still on the squad? No, right?
Nah.
Where is he at?
Dolphins now.
No way.
He's on the Dolphins.
How did I not know that? That is wild. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't see anything. Who do they have? They have Jonathan Taylor, right? Running back. He's a monster. He's a monster. If they can, who are their wide receivers?
T.Y. They did re-sign T.Y.
Don't they have Pittman too?
Harris Campbell, Michael Pittman was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I would probably say middle of the pack.
Yeah, and I mean, their division isn't crazy. The Titans are good, but the Texans are bad. The Jags were bad last year. We're gonna be talking about them in a little bit, but they really didn't do much other than they lost Phillip Rivers to retirement.
Yeah.
But that's a big hit. Take your quarterback and. I don't know. I see the Colts
with their starting quarterback injured. Yeah.
I see him at the bottom.
Punting that bad? Okay, I could see it.
They were a playoff team last year and they squeaked into it, but I think
they do have a very good defense. They do have a very good defense, don't they?
Yeah.
They had one of, I'm pretty sure, a top 5 defense. I don't know. I think throwing them in the bottom is too much.
All right. We can put them middle of the pack.
Yeah, we could change our mind. We'll talk it over. Yeah.
But yeah, they were a playoff team last year. No disrespect to the Colts.
Yeah.
They were a playoff team, so if they can put it together, if they can figure out that quarterback situation, it'll be different, but we'll find out what.
Cardinals is a playoff
Arizona
lock.
Cardinals.
Gotta be a playoff lock.
Playoff lock.
They have, think about it, they have Kyler Murray, top 5, he's top 10, if not top 5 quarterback. They just picked up AJ Green. I know he's old, but
he's very old.
But he's not bad. I mean, I think he's still somewhat good. He's got to be.
I agree.
Especially with him and DeAndre Hopkins working in tandem, dude. That's crazy. And who's there?
And they got JJ Watt.
Oh yeah, they got JJ Watt.
They did get Malcolm Butler from the Titans.
Yeah.
He's old, but he's still. I've seen him play live.
They still have Christian Kirk too, bro. They've got a good squad. I mean, I think it's no doubt.
Going back to that division. Yeah. Going back to that division, there's only going to be one winner in that division. So, I mean, I feel like the playoff lock is who we think is going to win that division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if not, you're just a wild card team. And there is 3 wild card teams. So, it's not, 3 wild card teams on NFC and AFC side because they're doing that extended playoffs again.
Yeah.
So realistically, though, with that division, that comes down to who we think is winning the division. And
I know.
Or I guess, the way the math breaks down, we could have multiple teams from a division in there.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, personally,
I think they're good. And Kyler Murray's so good.
I don't know. Yeah, I think.
But they didn't make the playoffs last year. That's why a lot.
I know, but they also didn't make it. They also didn't make it because Kyler was injured. He was hurt bad, and you could see it. I don't know. I think if Russell Wilson can keep it together, then I don't know, bro. This is tough.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the Rams got Stafford too, dude.
That's what I don't know.
Toss him in wild card hopeful because
I'm gonna say wild card hopeful unless we backtrack on a team in that division that we know is gonna win that division. Cause see, San Fran too is a wild card hopeful. They're in that division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a tough division.
Yeah, we can't say. Yeah.
I feel like all 3 of the teams that are not a playoff lock in that division are wild card hopeful. 100%.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I don't think it's gonna be like last year with the Bengals or 2 years ago with the Bengals where they were 5 games behind. I think it's going to be the first person is ahead by maybe 2 or 3 games and then the other ones are neck and neck.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll leave them in wild card hopeful right now.
Yeah.
They could move, but we'll see where that goes. And we're still in the same division. Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. We might as well just do the whole division right now at this point.
Right.
Rams next. All right. Seattle. I mean, there's not much to say about Seattle other than,
Seattle only had 3 draft picks this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they did lose their top cornerback in Shaquille Griffin, which, that is a big loss, but it isn't the end of the world. But that does take a shot at their chances of the division, which I don't know. See, the more we dive into this, the more you got to think about it. But they did add
It's just tough because they did add
people as well.
I mean, you got Russell Wilson, you got Chris Carson, you got DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. DK Metcalf is a monster. Terrifying.
And they added Dwayne Eskridge out of Western Michigan.
Yeah.
They're as their 3rd receiver, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's fast.
I mean, their defense is good still. They got Jamal Adams. I mean, that was a huge sign last year.
Yeah. And if he can, stay fully healthy.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I just it's too tough to say that they would be middle of the pack because they're not middle of the pack.
They're definitely a wild card hopeful. Is this whole division
I think the Seahawks are wild. I think the Rams do. I think the Rams do with Stafford.
You think the Rams
because Stafford has been behind the Lions and they just have not been good. The Lions have not been doing well for him, and I think the new scenery with
I agree.
McVay and I don't know.
I think we're gonna put Seattle in wild card hopeful because I'm gonna have.
You gotta put Rams at playoff lock then,
because like the Rams.
I mean, they have the best secondary probably.
Their defense is so good. Jalen Ramsey shuts down.
Yeah, it's just
any receiver. That
99 club.
Maybe like 95%.
Yeah.
Like
and even with Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, dude. I mean, the only thing that they have. No, they do have Darrell Henderson. It says who's the starter, but who is
Cam Akers?
Cam Akers.
That was a big.
Oh, he did.
That was a big hit they took. Because Cam Akers was a baller last year. Come like fantasy.
Wait, so what happened? He's out for the year.
Tore his Achilles.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he's out for the season. And I mean, Darrell Henderson is good. They did lose Malcolm Brown, who was another big, like another big contributor in that backfield.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
He went to the Dolphins too.
Yeah. Oh my god, I may change my mind, dude.
I
didn't even realize that what's his face wasn't even on the squad anymore. Who's the really fast dude? He was a wide receiver. Brandon Cooks. Where's he?
Oh, he's gone. He's on the Texans.
Oh yeah, he did go to the Texans.
But,
I don't know, dude.
The Rams did draft a receiver with their first pick in the draft at 57.
Who though?
Tutu Atwell.
Dwayne Eskridge.
Nah, Tutu Atwell is the Rams.
Oh.
That's Seattle. But he's out of Louisville. He's fast. He's good. Yeah. So I mean,
that's tough. I mean, looking at this depth chart, I don't know. Looking at this depth chart is making me want to put the Cardinals in playoff lock. I don't know though.
Division here?
I
like that.
I really think they do, because DeAndre Hopkins is just unstoppable.
And I think Kyler's gonna take a good step this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he played well last year, but he was hurt. And,
I think
we'll have to call it the Cardinals division.
Yeah.
The Rams are gonna be good though.
Chase Edmonds is a beast too. Ooh, and they got James Conner. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
James Conner's like, but Chase Edmonds is a beast. Chase Edmonds is a beast.
I don't know. Yeah, lock him up.
I'll lock the Cardinals for that division for sure. All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna go Texans. Texans are gonna be a tough one because we do not know if
I just put them in hunting for the number 1 pick
because even you just don't know if Deshaun plays, and if Deshaun plays, like
he's dead.
They're gonna be like a good team, but not good with their defense. They just do not have the firepower on defense or offense.
Bro, their offense is Brandon Cooks and David Johnson. That's it.
Yeah, and I don't know. It'll be tough because if Deshaun plays, they'll probably be a middle of the pack team.
Yeah.
But as of right now, we have absolutely no clue if Deshaun Watson plays. So I think we're gonna have to put him in the bottom.
Yeah, just for now. That's a tough one.
All right.
But,
Jacksonville Jaguars.
See,
probably
Jacksonville.
the most talked about team. Number 1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. Division's not that tough. But Titans are a good team.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Jacksonville Jags threaten them for the division this year at all.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, I think the Titans are probably a potential Super Bowl contender as well.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know about Super Bowl contender, but
dude, Julio.
And now that they have Julio, their defense though.
But their defense isn't bad.
We'll get to the Titans. Yeah. Don't let the Titans outshine the Jags right now. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, both out of Clemson. That's going to be a great duo to watch.
And they got Marvin Jones, that Chenault dude. Chenault is a beast. Yeah. So is DJ Chark. Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't know. I would love draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to put him at wild card hopeful, just for the sake of Trevor Lawrence. But I mean, I said this. Yeah, I was gonna say because I said the same thing for when the Bengals got Joe Burrow last year, and so middle of the pack it is.
I'm gonna say middle of the pack there too, because I mean, it all just kind of lands on Trevor and how he adjusts to NFL games.
He's
stuff
gonna
like that.
He's gonna be ready.
I don't really see an issue with that.
He's gonna be.
But I mean, Jacksonville defense is probably what they're gonna have to be. Hoping improves the most on that team, but they did sign Shaq Griffin from Seattle.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big, part of their defense is their number one cornerback. They also signed, Tyson Campbell at 33 overall out of the draft.
Yeah.
He's good. He played well at Georgia, and it kind of all has to come together for him. And if it does, maybe I see them as that wild card hopeful. But
yeah.
I mean, middle of the pack, if they can take, winning one game and turn it into a, 6-10 season, I'd say that's a good step.
Yeah.
But
it's too hard to say wild card hopeful for now. But I mean, I think if we had an option that was like biggest potential, I think we'd toss him in there.
Yeah. I agree. I think it'll be fun to watch Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not even a Jags fan. I love Florida.
I just love football. I mean,
yeah, I love football, that's for sure. But I think it's gonna be fun.
It's definitely gonna be fun to watch. Let's see. Okay, Chargers.
San Diego. Whoa.
Yeah, San Diego.
Los Angeles Chargers. Whoa. The Los Angeles Chargers.
I mean, I think it's hard to say anything more than wild card hopeful for me.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, Keenan Allen is obviously like a top 10 wide receiver, and Justin Herbert is an absolute monster. He played really well.
Really well.
I don't know. Part of me just their defense isn't that great. They can put up a shit ton of numbers, but
pretty abysmal.
And I think that. I think they'll go high scoring games, but I think that they'll lose a couple nail biters that'll put them at like wild card area.
Yeah. And that's kind of like been the story of the Chargers the past like 2-3 years. They just cannot win close games. They just crumble. And Justin Herbert, he went a long way last year from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. He played really well. And I think he can take a big leap, but that offense can only do so much.
Yeah.
Their defense is just, they got Asante Samuel Jr. out of, Florida State at 47 overall. So I think Asante Samuel's pretty good. I don't know. He kind of slid in the draft where I thought he was going to go, but, I think that division is tough as well. You got the Chiefs twice a year. And, the Raiders a little bit easier.
Yeah. I don't know.
The other team in that division, but
it's the Broncos, Chiefs,
and
Raiders,
the Broncos. So I mean, I'd say wild card hopeful for sure because they got to deal with the Chiefs. They're not going to win the division, but I feel like their record, they definitely can make an effort to get into the wild card.
Yeah, I mean, I would put them in there just because I don't think that they would be middle of the pack. I think that they're not going to be average. They're going to be a good team. And especially, I don't know how we'll get to the Broncos, but I don't think the Raiders are going to be anything special. I don't think the Broncos are going to be anything special. So I guess we'll see.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Cowboys is tough.
Cowboys.
Because everyone, they're good. They're good on paper. But they can't do shit. They cannot do shit. And it's wild to me.
Offense is stacked.
I mean,
you have Dak Prescott, Zeke. Tony Pollard's a beast.
Yeah.
Then you have Amari, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb.
Dude, it's
like,
unbelievable. It's like a top 5 wide receiver core. Dak Prescott
went down last year.
Yeah, he was probably in the running for MVP.
That's what I'm saying. He was balling.
I don't know. But the Cowboys defense is...
And you can't even... Bro, I want to say playoff lock, but can you say playoff lock about the Cowboys?
I don't know, man.
They always find a way, bro. Whether it's through injuries or losing close games or...
I would probably... The reason I'll put them in playoff lock, and the reason why I put them in playoff lock is because I don't think the Giants, Eagles, or Washington are going to be playoff lock
all
bound.
those teams have to step up and make.
That is probably the worst division in football right now.
You think?
I don't know. Up there.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That was a bold statement.
That was a bold statement, but I would agree. It was definitely the worst division in football last year.
Yeah.
Because by their records, who won the Washington?
I'm pretty sure Washington won.
Yeah, Washington won the division.
I don't know.
I don't remember their record. It was not that good.
No.
But
let's say they were.
They put up a fight against Tampa Bay in round 1, but I don't know. I'd say Cowboys are going to win the division this year.
I
if
think
Dak
so
Prescott
too.
can stay healthy, I don't think they really have a problem winning the division.
Yeah.
But they did add Micah Parsons in the draft. I feel like they wanted to add a cornerback in the draft for sure.
Yeah.
But 2 corners went right before they picked, to the Broncos and to the Panthers.
Yeah.
So they took Micah Parsons, probably the best linebacker in the draft.
Oh yeah.
And they did add defensive picks till pick number 138. They had 6 picks in between there.
So they're trying to step it up. Yeah. I mean, I think they'll be playoff lock. Just because of everyone else in the division. Sure. Yeah, I don't think
Washington will put up a fight, but
yeah, and I mean, I don't think the Giants, if Saquon is healthy, I don't think Danny Jones is the answer. Which brings us into the Giants talking about it right now. I don't think Danny Jones is the answer.
Look who's next. Daniel Jones.
I just don't think he's the answer. I really don't.
I don't know. And
they just picked up that Tony guy Kadarius Toney.
That's my dog. Go Gators, baby. But Kadarius Toney's a beast. He's a beast. He's a playmaker. He makes people miss, but I don't. He's gonna definitely help out Daniel Jones on offense if Saquon can stay healthy.
I forgot, dude. They have Kenny Galladay too,
and they added Kenny Galladay in the offseason. But it all comes down to Saquon Barkley staying healthy. Because when you have that threat behind you, teams have to stack the box.
Yeah.
There's really no way around that.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley. I don't want to get bold. So easily top 10 running back. In the league.
Top 5. You could.
I would say top 5, but it all comes down to the rest of his players staying healthy. They did add Azeez Ojulari, edge rusher out of Georgia. Yeah. At 50, but
I don't know. I think wild card hopeful for them.
Wild card hopeful? You don't think middle of the pack?
No, because.
I don't know, man.
The reason why I say wild card hopeful is because they're probably going to be maybe the next up in that division between them and Washington. I don't know, though, because Kenny Galladay is a huge pickup. And the reason why Danny Jones was not that good is because he didn't really have anyone to throw the ball to.
That's true. That is true. Darius Slayton's good. He's
definitely good. But also they didn't have Saquon, so they didn't have anyone.
And they did get
they were like they got to throw it. You know what I mean? So it was like the same thing when the Bengals were shitty. They didn't have a running back. Just stack the box because our offensive line was terrible. So I don't know. I think we could go. See, the thing is that if we put them middle of the pack, I think we would have to put Washington in the middle of the pack too, because I don't know if Washington's going to be better than the Giants this year.
True.
Let's put them in middle of the pack for now, and then when we talk about Washington, we'll figure it out. Fix that.
That one's tough. I don't know.
Yeah. Panthers.
See, I think they're a significantly better team than the Colts. Well, all right.
Yeah,
we might need to revisit it.
Yeah, but I guess it doesn't matter because of how the divisions work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I could see them being wild card hopeful. Yeah.
Because on paper, you look at it and they've made additions, but their O-line, I saw something the other day. They have 3 either first or second year starters or people slated to start.
Yeah.
On their O-line, so they really didn't go after offensive line to try to protect Daniel Jones. So
yeah,
it'll just depend because that's a big part of it, especially with Saquon and staying healthy, not taking hits.
Yeah, if
blocking,
Saquon is healthy, they can easily be a wild card team, 100%.
But that's the question mark. I think middle of the pack's all right.
Yeah.
We might revisit it. The Carolina Panthers.
I gotta put them middle of the pack, if not hunting for the number 1 pick, because I'm looking at this offense right now and it's making me a little nauseous.
Yeah,
but aside from McCaffrey, aside from CMC, there's really nothing there. I mean, you got Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. Terrace Marshall is,
and they added J.C. Horn at number 8 in the draft, probably the best.
Oh yeah. I mean, their defense is definitely a step up, without a doubt. But can Sam Darnold escape from his bad past? Yeah.
Can he get away from the ghosts?
I don't know, man.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
We saw what happened with the Jets last year.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
I think I have to put him for a hunting for the number 1 pick, honestly.
I don't think they can. And they could play well. Sam Darnold, maybe he can.
Yeah, maybe.
Ghosts and CMC can carry him, but.
And then we'll see if it really was a curse of the Jets. But
that one's tough.
Yeah,
that one's tough.
Yeah.
Right. Saints. That's another tough one.
Saints is very tough.
Another tough one.
Saints, yeah.
They lost their starting quarterback, Drew Brees.
Jameis Winston is a winner, bro. All he does is eat W's.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no. Looking at this, Michael Thomas. I don't know how long he's doing, how injured he is.
Yeah.
But he's pretty. Him and Alvin Kamara are clearly the best players on the team. And it looks like they're the only.
In the league.
Yeah, and it looks like they're the only good players on the. That's obviously just a joke, but I don't know, man. I would probably say middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I would never in my life say the Saints if they had Drew Brees, I'd put them at wild card hopeful just because it's Drew Brees.
Always a threat, yeah.
But I don't know.
Jameis just Taysom Hill.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
Can he start at quarterback?
No, I don't think so. I think he's more of a utility guy.
Yeah.
It's honestly all up to Jameis to see what he does, to see if he can do it. Their defense is okay. They have good corners. They have good linebackers in Quan Alexander.
I agree.
Yeah. Definitely not hunting for the number 1 pick. Put him in the middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah.
No, that's what I meant. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Jameis. I think Taysom can be good, but it's just that one's tough. That one's tough.
Let's keep him middle of the pack, and then I think middle of the pack is like our safe area where it's kind of a toss up.
Yeah, I agree. Philadelphia Eagles.
That's.
I love Jalen Hurts. Because Jalen Hurts is a baller. I used him in daily fantasy a lot last year.
Yeah.
And to when he finally started playing at the end of the season, I started him over Russell Wilson in the fantasy championship.
Oh no.
No, he scored more points.
Oh, he did, right?
By 1 point. Yeah, but he still had a lot of points. But.
They got Joe Flacco as a backup too, bro. I don't know, dude. It really is up to how their wide receivers pan out. They drafted Devonta Smith, who won the
Heisman Trophy winner. Baller.
He's an absolute monster. And they have Jalen Reagor, who they drafted first last year, and we didn't get to see anything from him really. So it's pretty much up to those 2 guys to see if they can do anything. I know Miles Sanders, he's a beast. I think he's very good.
They added Landon Dickerson too to help out the offensive line.
And they have an unreal tight end tandem in Goddard and Zach Ertz.
Yeah, with Zach Ertz too. He's been on the trade block now for a while, but I'm pretty sure that he is gonna end up staying with Philly.
Yeah,
at least for the beginning of the season. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see there.
Yeah, sadly I gotta put them in the hunting for the number 1 pick, man, because I don't think they're gonna do better than the Giants or the Reds or the Washington football team. I just don't think so.
I'd have to agree there.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree. I mean, that's... And I have a lot of faith in Jalen Hurts, though, but I feel like that one's tough because...
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, my...
Yeah.
It's just like...
Just because we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's... And, you know, they're playing in a division where a lot of those teams are like, around the same skill level, I feel like. So I feel like they're kind of probably going to be on the losing end.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I agree.
But Hurts is a baller, so I don't know.
I know.
That's tough, but...
It's tough.
Yeah. Maybe they get a round of top 5 pick and take another offensive lineman, develop next year.
Yeah.
But I think that's where we got to stick them for this year.
Now, the Vikings.
Another team that I think is going right.
Really? I mean,
no, man. Vikings are just...
Dude, but look at it. What they were playoff contenders, right? Last year. They were... I don't know if they made it, but I think they were close to it. Dude, I mean, Kirk Cousins is not good. So that's the only... If Kirk Cousins can stay afloat, dude, you have Dalvin Cook...
But their defense,
you had,
their offense, yes.
I know.
But Kirk Cousins isn't good. Everything about their offense is good, except QB, and their defense just isn't there.
Yeah, their defense is. I mean, they got Patrick Peterson, but he's definitely getting old too.
And he's old, but it's just
It's tough.
I don't see a lot of hope in the Vikings this year. I feel like they didn't do a lot. I mean, they drafted a quarterback at 66, so they definitely don't have that much hope in Kirk Cousins in the first place.
Yeah.
But, you know, they can take an offensive lineman.
Yeah. I would say middle of the pack team, probably. I don't think they're going to be that miserable.
Yeah, I would definitely say...
It's hard to put them in the hunting for the number one pick with that receiver core. With Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, dude, it's tough to put them.
I love Justin Jefferson.
I can't. I'm keeping him for a keeper league this year.
The other day. So
yeah.
I hope he's okay.
He's questionable.
I saw something about him getting hurt. So.
Yeah, he has a shoulder sprain.
They added Pat Pete. They added Mackenzie Alexander, Xavier Woods. So they did try to beef up their defense a little bit. So I'd say middle of the pack.
Yeah, middle of the pack is safe. Yeah.
Buffalo Bills.
Bills is a lock, playoff lock. Throw it up there.
Yeah, I almost even want to say Super Bowl contender.
I want to say it too, because I love Josh Allen. I love him.
I'm a Dolphins fan, so I don't love anything about the Bills. But
I don't know. Their defense is great.
That's a tough one. It's just like
Stephon Diggs, and they have Emmanuel Sanders now too. I mean, I know he's old.
Do they beat the Chiefs? But do they beat the Chiefs? If they beat the Chiefs,
you could put them in the Super Bowl contenders because
we have to throw them in the contender because we're saying, do they beat the Chiefs? If we can question it, I'd say we have to because the Bills, I don't know, like last year, they definitely outperformed what people expected of them, and I know there was a lot of hope for the Dolphins as well, and the Bills kind of just, crushed my hopes. Like week 17 when we lost to them, Josh Allen didn't even have to start. No playoff implications. Still played.
Yeah.
Whacked the Dolphins.
Yeah, because he's unreal. I remember that.
And, they added 2 pass rushers in Greg Rousseau and Carlos Basham with their first 2 picks. So that was a big weakness, I feel like, for them last year was pass rush. And, that's what they went after. There wasn't really a glaring need, obviously, anywhere else if they take, both of their first 2 picks there.
Yeah,
so
no.
I feel like that in itself kind of shows where the Bills are at.
Yeah, playoff contenders.
They did re-sign Matt Milano.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders came back. They signed Mitch Trubisky as their backup.
That's a little unreal. They got Jake Fromm. They got Jake Fromm as well, bro.
Yeah, true. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Super Bowl contender. Yeah.
I mean, if they can beat the Chiefs, if they can match up. They are a little bit weaker at cornerback. Trey White's still an animal, but their other corners aren't that good. Their safeties are good. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. But I definitely think they're contending this year.
Yeah, 100%.
As sad as it is as a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
I think you got to put them there.
Yeah.
Losing in the AFC Championship game last year, it's just kind of where they got to go.
Yeah.
New England Patriots.
I mean, I don't really know what to think about this team, honestly. I think I'm just gonna put them in the middle of the pack because their team does not look very good. Their wide receivers, they have Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, N'Keal Harry's good.
So they added 2 tight ends in Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
However,
they're not
Hunter Henry
do
just got injured. Yeah. He's out for a couple weeks. What do you think? Who starts? Mac Jones or Cam Newton?
They're gonna start obviously with Cam Newton.
I know they're starting Cam.
Yeah. I think Mac Jones.
Who do you think starting by the end of the season?
It's tough because if Cam Newton does what he did last year, I think they bench him. Maybe because he was like yeah. But I've seen some videos of him, dude. He's throwing the ball pretty well. Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I would love to see Mac Jones just because that picture of him shirtless with the dad bod smoking a cigar. I was like, this guy, put him there. Like, I love it. Yeah, I would probably middle of the pack. I mean, I don't see them.
And I don't the Patriots just got winning culture, so you can't really ever say they're hunting for the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Even when they're down, they're not down that bad. But I don't know. We'll see what it comes to with Mac Jones and Cam Newton, because that'll be a big storyline all season for the Patriots. I feel like is 100%. When is Mac Jones coming in?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos, someone who I think should have taken Justin Fields. And I think they're gonna regret it a lot. Yeah. Because I don't think Drew Lock's the answer, and they brought in Teddy Bridgewater now too, so it's. I don't know what Denver is looking to try to do there.
I don't know.
It's going to be a training camp battle between the 2 of them for sure.
I mean, I guess they see something. They still see something in Drew Lock, though. I mean, Drew Lock's not terrible. No, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't think he really had much of a team around him. Like now, I mean, I saw what Drew Lock said about Jerry Jeudy. He said something about him being like an absolute like monster, he's inhuman. Bro. And I think Jerry Jeudy's going to really step up this year too, but that's all if Drew Lock can do things. And I mean, Melvin Gordon is a big pickup.
And they have a decent team. They did. I know they added, I believe it was Ronald Darby on defense, and their defense is already pretty decent.
Yeah. Well, wasn't Von Miller hurt all last year too?
Yeah, Von Miller was all.
I'm pretty sure Bradley Chubb was as well, right? Wasn't Brad Chubb? I think he was.
Kyle Fuller was signed by them this offseason too, and they re-signed Justin Simmons, and they added Patrick Surtain in the draft. Some looked at him as the best cornerback in the draft. Obviously, it was between him and
what's his face? The Panthers dude. J.C. Horn.
But
I don't know. I think I'd middle of the pack maybe. I don't think anything more.
Yeah, they could take a step, but when you have, Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock at quarterback, I don't think you can kind of getting higher. I feel like it's, similar story with like the Saints.
Yeah,
Same thing is you just kind of don't know what their offense is going to do, and Broncos defense could definitely take a big step this year,
but I mean, look at who's in their division, dude. The Chargers and the Chiefs. They're not doing anything against those teams, I don't think.
All right. The Detroit Lions. Biggest storyline here for the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff from the Rams.
No, man. I don't know. I'm looking up each depth charts as we go.
Penei Sewell,
oh yeah, I forgot. He's a beast. He's a monster.
They definitely addressed something on the O-line right there, but
DeAndre Swift is good
in the draft. Other than that, I love DeAndre Swift. They lost Kenny Galladay.
Do they have any? They have 0 wide receivers. They have Brashad Perryman and Tyrell Williams are their starters. Put them at hunting for the number 1 pick. Just toss them in there.
Already sending them to the bottom of the barrel.
This is sickening.
Just set him to the bottom,
But we are gonna see what Jeff Okudah can do because he was hurt all last year, right? Okudah.
He's a beast. He's a beast. But he didn't do a lot when he was healthy, but maybe he was hurt.
Yeah.
But I
don't know. Yeah, that team is just not good. It doesn't look good at all.
I just don't see him doing much. And Jared Goff got traded for a reason.
Yeah.
I feel like Matt Stafford wanted out. Jared Goff didn't want out. He just got sent out. So I feel like that was done for a reason.
Yeah. I mean,
the New York Jets.
I mean, you gotta put nothing. Yeah, I mean, the instant is hunting for the #1 pick just because it's the Jets. But let's take a look at their team, and because they got Tevin Coleman.
Defense though is there.
Yeah.
I feel like is the big issue in New York.
They did sign Carl Lawson from the Bengals, and he actually is a beast. He's a good D end. He's a monster. But
Corey
I don't
Davis
know.
From the Titans, they did. Elijah Vera Tucker at 14 overall, offensive guard, added a new QB. Elijah Moore at 34 overall.
Yeah.
They had a lot of picks.
Yeah.
They did a lot of things.
I don't want to say hunting for the #1 pick, but I also don't want to say middle of the pack.
I just don't.
I guess it depends on how Zach Wilson does. Yeah. I mean, I would think maybe hunting for the #1 pick just because we literally have no idea what to tell of Zach Wilson. We have no idea. And he's the starter, right? He's 100% the starter? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gotta be Hunt. Unless he's the best quarterback.
For sure. I just don't think in year one.
Yeah.
With Zach Wilson that they can get it
I
done.
can see them I can see them maybe winning 5 to 6 games.
Yeah.
But
so not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, especially. Yeah, I don't know. I
feel like
keep
the other
them there.
teams down there. If the Panthers are down there, I think the Jets got to be down there too.
Yeah.
Unless Zach Wilson goes off.
Yeah.
All the power to him, but I just don't think in year one that they have enough to get it done. Especially playing the Dolphins, playing the Bills.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even the Patriots. So
yeah,
I just that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough for them.
Yeah. See now,
Cleveland.
Yeah, this Browns is, in my opinion, probably the hardest division. Just because I know the Bengals stink, but I am biased. But dude, if you look at them, look at the quarterbacks in all of these divisions. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger,
it's literally 3 Heisman Trophy winners and a retiree.
Yeah.
I
don't know, dude. I think the Browns. I mean, I don't want to say. I want to say wild card hopeful just because they're amazing, but I also would put the Bengals and the Ravens there too. We can't put all. I mean, we did with the Rams and the Seahawks and Niners, but I don't know. I think it's either the Browns or the Ravens. I think are playoff lock. And I'm leaning more towards the Browns just because their team is good. I hate to say it. Their team is good, dude.
Clowney, opposite of
Miles Garrett. Yeah, that's just terrifying. I mean,
as long as that team stays healthy, Denzel Ward's a beast. Speedy Williams needs to step up, but I feel like
it's tough
with the offense that they have.
And they have Austin Hooper too, dude. They picked up Austin Hooper.
Yeah, and that team is one.
I think that's playoff.
They just kind of got to step up to the plate, kind of.
Yeah.
And
I think they're a playoff lock
too, but I think they're locked for the playoffs in general.
Yeah, I don't think
they're a wild card hopeful. I think they're either winning the division or they're getting in the wild card.
Yeah, I think
we got to lock them.
I don't think I think the Ravens are maybe a wild card hopeful, but I don't know, man.
I'd lock Cleveland
and the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Really?
Because
I mean the Ravens defense is just so good.
And I don't see either of the. And now this is perfect because we're talking about the Ravens here now too, but I just don't see the Ravens missing the playoffs. I don't see the Browns missing the playoffs.
No, it's tough to call. Yeah.
And I know you're a Bengals fan, so it's a little hard. I know it's a little hard, but
I know. And J.K. Dobbins is a beast, but dude, I'm gonna say something wild.
Wild.
Lamar Jackson, yes, he's definitely top 10 quarterback. but I think that defenses are going to come up with something that will eventually be able to stop him. And then other than that, can he throw the ball that well? He can. I mean, he can, but he hasn't really shown anything superb. You know what I mean? But you're right. I mean, it's tough. I just don't want to say playoff lock because the Bengals are Super Bowl contenders.
I just don't see the Ravens missing the playoffs.
I know.
That defense.
Dude, I really think it's going to be a battle.
Marquise Brown can take
he did nothing last year. He did nothing last year.
I know, but
I mean, okay, toss him either in a lock or hopeful.
I think we got a lot. Because like I said, at least with these two teams, like they're either winning the division. I think either one of those teams wins the division, or they're like a wild card team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like they have to be locked there. It's a little different with like San Francisco, the Rams, and the Seahawks because. You really don't know how that division is gonna shake out.
Yeah,
this year.
one's
so
tough.
Like they're all kind of hopefuls, but like I'd say both of those teams, you know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know. I really don't know because I really think that division is gonna be up in the air. I obviously I'm biased because I'm a Bengal fan, but I think that the Bengals are really, really gonna do something wild this year.
Well, if we have to move one down to wild card hopeful out of those two teams, which one would you?
I think I would put the Ravens at wild card hopeful just because the Browns on paper have a better team.
Yeah.
And Baker is starting to get his swagger back.
It's tough to say they're hopeful. I just feel like
I know. Then keep him at playoff lock. I think that's safe to say. I would put. After that discussion, I put the Bengals at wild card hopeful.
Yeah.
But I don't
know. The Bengals
we can,
now?
yeah, because it's the division,
we'll
might as well.
The division.
I don't know. Let's hear your thoughts. I mean, they have probably a top 5 receiving core, without a doubt, with Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. I mean, it's just unbelievable there.
Jamar Chase is a baller.
And you have Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. I mean, you can't really go wrong. I think Joe Mixon's going to have a breakout year because they made some offensive line improvements. I think we're going to be good.
That's the big key.
Yeah.
If their offensive line can hold up, that was a big issue.
Yeah.
That's why he got hurt. I mean, I don't want to say that's why he got hurt, but he was taking a lot of hits last year. And, now year 2, he's got to come back. What did he injure? Was it an ACL or an MCL?
It was terrible. I think it was a little bit of both. I think it was maybe full ACL and partial MCL or PCL or one of those. But I mean, he's completely healthy, which is wild right now. Yeah, I guess I could see you putting him in the middle of the pack, but just because I'm a Bengal fan, I want him at wild card hopeful.
I think we can put him that. That one's tough because I feel like, honestly, my true opinion there is in between wild card hopeful and middle of the pack.
I would agree
if they can stay healthy, that one's tough.
If their line can stand, if their line can do shit,
And I mean, the big key there is if Joe Burrow steps up in year 2, he got injured, but if he's the prospect that they thought he was, and he will be.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I'd like to see the Bengals turn it around.
Yeah,
support you there.
Yeah, why not? Why not
All
us?
All right, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this
Kyle Pitts,
one of my favorite players. Obviously, we talked about it earlier. I'm a Gators fan. Best tight end prospect to ever come out of college. But is there going to be enough for Carolina?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Atlanta.
I don't think so. I mean, they lost Julio, but they still have
pretty much Kyle Pitts just
Ridley.
Replaced Julio.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's what I think.
But can he replace him is the question.
I think so. I think so. But the rest of their team,
I think he can definitely step up. I don't think he can replace him.
I don't know. I think he's going to be a beast. But
I mean, you got Russell Gage isn't bad. I mean, Calvin Ridley is skinny.
Amazing too,
He's very skinny though, and that being your number 1 wide receiver is a little scary.
Yeah, and they added Mike Davis.
Yeah.
He played well for Carolina last year, but
and Matt Ryan just isn't that good anymore.
Yeah.
I would probably put him at middle if not hunting for the number 1.
I think I might have to put him at the bottom there.
Right?
Matt Ryan just does not.
He just does
good.
nothing
and I feel
anymore.
Like he's been just kind of just.
They literally, it's like they and their defense is not that great. I mean,
and it hasn't been.
I know, yeah. They gotta be at the number 1.
Yeah, we're gonna have to throw them.
Slip them there. Sadly, I mean, I hate to do it. Yeah. Chiefs, right. We don't have no discussion. Just put them both up there, Super Bowl contenders.
We're gonna have to throw both of these up here because I mean, let's start with the Chiefs. One's pretty simple.
The Chiefs. The only thing you have to say is Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and CEH.
They did lose their 2 starting tackles on both sides.
Yeah.
That is going to be something to look at. And I forget who exactly they signed, but they did lose both of their starting left and right tackle.
Yeah.
But that offense is pretty unstoppable at this point. There's really no chance to cover everyone you need to cover on that team.
I mean,
they did end up signing Joe Thuney and Kyle Long. So, they're Super Bowl bound.
Yeah, I mean, their defense is
unless someone in the
too.
AFC stops them, Dolphins.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the Dolphins, I think can put up a fight this year. We'll get into it, but I mean, Chiefs are.
There's no really discussion.
They'll be, in my personal opinion, they'll be a playoff lock for many years to come.
Yeah, I agree.
A playoff lock and above for many years to come.
They added some role players in the draft, and just exactly what Super Bowl contenders do.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that I see that they're not gonna win the division.
Yeah.
Or be contending for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, same story.
I mean,
we're going back to back.
Two words.
Unless the Dolphins
turn around for us, quick. Turn around and show us. That's the only words.
And this is
Tommy Brady. Tommy Brady.
That's the reason right there.
There's
really no
further explanation.
Their team other than that, because
unstoppable, and their defense is unstoppable. It sickens me to see a team that good.
And they got my dog Kyle Trask out of Florida.
Yeah.
The heir to Tom Brady's throne. That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a fun team to watch, without a doubt.
And I think they, will be right back in contention for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mike Evans, you got Godwin, and AB.
I don't think they lost a starter.
Nope.
On their Super Bowl roster on either side of the ball.
Definitely not.
I mean,
probably
if
not.
you can return every Super Bowl starter,
you're in.
I mean, there's really no reason that you shouldn't be contending.
Lock them up there
for the Super Bowl there, because I mean, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
All right,
you want to just may as well.
Yeah, we can do the Dolphins. They're here.
Dude, I looked at their, and I waned to say middle of the pack, but I was just gonna say,
put them right here.
Yeah, just toss them in there because they're good on paper. On paper, they're good.
I think they will battle for the division.
I mean, it's
gonna be tough.
I don't know about battling.
I think we got a chance at the division this year. We had a chance last year, and
I don't know.
Jalen Waddle's a beast.
That's what I'm saying. Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker, Will Fuller.
As the best pass rusher in the draft.
Yeah, their defense is good, and so was their offense, bro.
So I mean,
the lowest I'd put them is wild card hopeful.
Yeah, the lowest. I mean, that's probably right where they're gonna be. Because it's gonna be a battle to beat the Bills for the division.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's all up to Tua, bro. It's all up to Tua.
It really is. If he can take the jump that we need in year 2, without Ryan Fitzpatrick breathing down his neck.
Yeah. I think that was a big reason why he didn't play that well last year, because I think the shadow of like knowing that he'll get put in if you fuck up, like that would put some stress on me too. But I mean, that's what NFL players are. That's what they're supposed to do.
I'm pretty sure we got a new offensive coordinator, and I just don't think things were like clicking.
Yeah.
Well, last year with what they were trying to do, because you're trying to play 2 different quarterbacks with 2 completely completely different play styles at the same time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working that well. And with what they did in the offseason, getting Jalen Waddle in the draft, getting Jalen Phillips, they added some other depth, but they also got Will Fuller, who's going to be another huge weapon for Tua. And now that they have two fast field stretching weapons, I think it's going to help Tua take the next step. Same thing, we were talking about with the Bengals, where Jamar Chase adds a big, fast, speedy guy to the Bengals offense. I feel like that's what the Dolphins are trying to do.
Yeah.
They definitely tried to get faster on offense, and that's exactly what they did. So, it's going to be a fun season for me for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I just think they have a chance.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think they're gonna beat the Bills, but I think they have a chance.
I think definitely over 500.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think we're playoff bound, but we don't gotta.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
I mean, I think the Bengals are Super Bowl contenders, but
Oakland Raiders.
Put them at the bottom, bro. I don't.
That's a tough team to say that they're middle of the pack because,
I don't know, man. Derek Carr just doesn't do it for me. Josh Jacobs is an absolute monster.
And he's a monster. So,
it's tough. I mean,
it's a tough division, especially with how good the Chargers are now.
Yeah, that's real tough.
I
would put him in between the middle of the pack and the hunting for the number 1 pick.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're just such a mediocre team right now.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, middle of the pack quarterback, he's always, ranked 16th, 15th, it's just, that one's tough.
I don't know. Yeah, keep them at the bottom. I don't see anything really great about their team.
Because, they added an offensive tackle with their first pick. They added a safety. There wasn't, a lot going on in free agency for them, but it just, they did assign John Brown and Willie Snead on offense, so Kenyon Drake as well, but again, I see that kind of, I'm going to say middle of the pack.
I was just going to say maybe middle of the pack because I don't think they're going to be hunting for the number 1 pick is a big statement.
And I think they're going to be right in line with where the Broncos are. I feel like both of them are going to end 7-5, something like that, and have a middle pick.
For some
reason, I don't know why there's 2 Rams.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Titans, Super Bowl contenders in my opinion, or at least playoff lock. Look at their offense. Ryan Tannehill, who has continuously proven that he's definitely a top quarterback up there. Not talked about, very underrated. You have Derrick Henry, who is pretty much unstoppable, untackable.
Yeah, no one can tackle him. That's for sure.
And then they just picked up Julio. You got Julio Jones and AJ Brown, dude. That's just a force. That's just a tandem. That's just unreal.
Yeah, and definitely an upgrade from Corey Brown last year.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to the Titans defense.
The Titans defense is
that offense can keep up with a lot of mistakes, but it gets to a point where the Titans defense has to step up this year. They lost to Dory Jackson. They lost Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
Did sign what was the corner's name that they got in the draft?
Christian Fulton.
Christian Fulton. Some looked at him as the best, cover corner in the draft, but he has a lot of injury concern, which was the same thing that Amari Cooper
Adoree
Jackson was dealing with. Caleb
Farley is who the Titans, I think Christian Fulton was, I don't know.
But, that, it all comes down to what they can do on defense. Because Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry.
They've already proven.
They can carry the team.
Yeah, their offense is a Super Bowl contender, but is their defense a Super Bowl contender?
I would definitely
maybe
say
playoff lock then.
We're gonna lock them in the playoffs, but I don't think their defense can.
We'll see. It's literally we'll see. Yeah.
And it's gonna be about their offense, because if their offense can keep up with the defense, then I think they can compete for the Super Bowl, but.
Dude, it's going to be impossible
right now,
for them to guard Julio and AJ and watch out for Derrick Henry. So it's tough. Yeah.
I agree.
All right, last two teams. The Washington football team.
It was the logo that got me. The Washington football team. I think we got to put them middle of the pack.
Yeah.
They are a good team defensively. Ryan Tannehill now is their starting quarterback. You know, we've seen the Fitz magic.
No, not Ryan. You mean Ryan Fitzpatrick. You said Ryan Tannehill.
Fitzpatrick. We've seen the Fitz magic, baby. We've seen what he can do, but that defense can carry them along.
The defense.
So that's why their defense alone can carry them to the middle of the pack. So
I mean, you got Terry McLaurin too is a monster. Antonio Gibson's very good.
And then they signed Curtis Samuel
as
well.
It's all about if Fitzmagic can pull off something. But yeah, I would put him at middle. I was thinking wild card, but I forgot who their quarterback was, and I don't know. It's just tough. Yeah. Their defense is definitely wild card hopeful, but can their offense do it? I don't think so.
I think we can move them to wild card hopeful, honestly.
Just because I think they'll probably do better. Yeah.
And they could win some games in that division.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the addition, I think Ryan Tannehill was a step up from Dwayne Haskins last year. And they added Curtis Samuel. Gibson could take a big step. He was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
And I do think, the defense could carry them a long way. So I think they could be hopeful for the wild card. Definitely not a lock in any sense. Definitely, I think Cowboys are probably winning that division as long as Dak stays healthy. But, when it comes down to it, I think that defense can carry them.
Last but not least, my least favorite team.
My least favorite team, actually, too, to be honest.
I honestly would put them at middle of the pack, just because I don't think Ben has it anymore.
Yeah, I just,
And there's a lot up in the air with Najee Harris. I mean, I think he's going to be good.
Najee's a beast, though.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good for the Steelers.
And Claypool and Juju Smith. I mean, Juju had a kind of a year last year, but Chase Claypool's a beast. And I mean, their defense, they got Joe Hayden, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Devin Bush, TJ Watt. Yeah. I mean, I would put them at middle of the pack, definitely.
And, maybe they could be flirting with the wild card. But they went 11
But that's it. That's it, though. That's what I'm saying, bro. That and the Seahawks and Rams division and the Bengals division, those are two tough divisions. Because you got, in our division, you got pretty much three very young teams in the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens. And I mean, the Steelers, besides Ben, are pretty young too. I don't know. I would say middle of the pack.
Yeah, because Ben's old, but I mean he was injured a lot last year, and if he can play well, he gets a little of Fitzmagic's old man magic back.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they could flirt with the wild card, but I think they're gonna have to sit middle of the pack. I think that looks good.
All right.
Who do you think wins the Super Bowl? What's your prediction right now?
It's tough, dude.
Hot Mike.
Hot Mike. I mean,
you need a prediction here,
dude. The reason why I want to say the Packers is because I think it really is gonna be a Jordan Pippen Last Dance type thing.
You think they're gonna get it done?
And I think they're gonna get it done. Maybe. I don't know. If it's not them, I would probably. I just can't not say the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm saying Bucks are repeating. That is my prediction.
It's just if Tom Brady shows that he's getting old, then maybe. But even if he is, that team is just too good.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win again. I think the Chiefs are probably gonna be back in the.
But I have to admit, I really think the Bills are gonna do something crazy.
I don't know.
I think maybe they do beat the Chiefs this year.
They've had practice now, so
yeah.
It's definitely they've had experience now, and they'll be back for sure. But I think Bucks are taking it.
Yeah.
2 for 2 since Brady's been in Tampa. That's what it's gonna have to be.
Alrighty.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, this was good.
Fun. I'm glad. I think that looks pretty good. I think it's gonna be a crazy season.
Yeah,
I really do.
I just can't wait for it. Football season is the best season of all.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Bengals Super Bowl contenders. We're gonna look at this list and we're gonna be like, wow, why did we not put the Bengals and Dolphins as Super Bowl contenders?
When the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be wild. All right. Well, thank you everyone for catching up with us, hanging out with us, whatever. We had a lot of fun doing this. If you guys like these type of tier videos, let us know in the comments down below, and we'll definitely keep our options up. And if you guys like it, why not do another?
Absolutely.
All righty.
We'll see you later.
Deuces.